We cannot always say that the prepositions called from and to are used always together. Sometimes we can only use from in the sentences. For example, it is raining from morning. We watched a movie from 9:30 a.m. Here, one thing we have to know that in certain sentences we cannot use only to in the context of time. For example, I cannot say as I take class to 9 o'clock, which will be a wrong sentence. Instead of using to, we can use the prepositions like till or until. I study till I get job can be one such example. Coming to the next prepositions, we have for and since. Here, the first preposition called for tells about the period of time, whereas since indicates the point of time. For example, teacher took class for 2 hours. Here, the preposition called for tells about the period of time. They give holiday for 3 days. He conquered the property for 20 years. So in these examples, the preposition called for tells about the period of time, whereas the other preposition since tells or indicates point of time. To give you an example, I'm living in Dharwad. I'm living in Dharwad since 2008. I'm getting first rank since 2009. Here, the preposition called since tells about the point of time, that is the year 2009. Whereas in the previous examples, for is used period of time 20 years. Here, right from the 2009 is the point of time. So these kinds of uh, differences you need to understand while studying prepositions. The second category is preposition of place. Here we are talking about the usage of preposition in the context of place, because earlier we had discussed the prepositions in the context of time. While discussing the prepositions in the context of time, we had certain prepositions, and those prepositions can be repeated here also. For example, the prepositions like at, in, on, etc. can be used in the context of time as well as in the context of place too. For example, we have the preposition called at, which was used in the context of time earlier. Now we can use it in the context of place too. For example, I am standing at Shivsagar Hotel. She is waiting for him at that park. Here we have made use of the preposition called at near a particular place, park or Shivasagar Hotel. The main reason of using the preposition called at here is The person who is trying to tell or give the information here is not exact about his place. He is somewhere near the Shivasagar Hotel. She is somewhere near the park. She is not inside the park. He is not inside the hotel. That is what we need to understand. We have one more preposition called in. Here I have tried to give you or picturize you how actually we need to understand the preposition called in. For example, my friend is living in Dharwad, and we can say that if he is living in Dharwad, he is inside Dharwad. He cannot say at Dharwad. I am trying to tell you now the difference between in and at and their usage. In the second example, in Dharwad, he is staying at Basavanagar. Here, we can say that he is inside Dharwad or in Dharwad, but somewhere near Basavanagar. We are all living in India. In India, we are living in Karnataka. Once again, we can say so.